I'm back. I hope you've been doing well. I'm back in Berlin. I came back a few days ago and I've been really struggling with jet lag. Like even this morning, I woke up at 2 a.m. and I lay there till about 4 a.m. until I was like, okay, I can't. I'm going down a rabbit hole. Coming from New Zealand where it was summer, sun was setting at like 8 to Berlin where it's cold, the sun's coming up later, it's getting dark earlier. My body's like, what is happening? But I'm slowly finding a rhythm. Like I'm going to bed at 9, so I'm still getting like 6 hours of sleep. But yeah, it's been crazy. I have a lot to update you on. So we're going to spend the day together and I'm going to catch you up on all the things that have been happening. One thing that I noticed when I was doing this 30-day vlogging challenge, it was actually quite easy because I had this rhythm and I knew that this was something that I had to do. And then I took a break at day 30 because, yeah, I just felt so burnt out. The break was much needed, but I have to say it's been really hard to get myself back in the game again. And so today I'm like, no. We are doing this. This is happening. I miss you guys. And I want to update you on everything that's happening because it's happening. And it's a crazy story. I mean, I think it's crazy. It's currently 9:30 a.m. I've already had 2 breakfasts actually, but I'm getting hungry again. So let's make a snack. It's so nice to be back in my apartment. Ooh! Although it was a bit weird the first few days because, you know, I've been around my parents 24/7, mum cooking for me. So the first, 2 days, it was weird to be alone. I already miss mum's cooking. I have to say, I didn't realize how much I needed this time back home, not just with my parents, but also just to feel this like slow pace of life. Yeah, it was just very humbling and grounding and also showed me how caught up I've been in the city hustle. So it was a nice reminder and I'm trying to keep that grounded, humble energy and trying to do things a bit slower, a bit more intentional. I have to show you this book that my auntie gave me, but in one of the pages it says the best gift that you can give yourself is kindness. And that's what I want to give myself. The last update that I gave you on was I had sponsors and they pulled out, and that I was currently being reviewed by a brand for potential sponsorship. So I also thought that the first brand pulled out completely. They hadn't. They'd kind of like half pulled out. They just told me that they didn't think that I could do it. And yeah, when I was back in New Zealand, we had a few emails going back and forth until I just started to think like, I'm not sure why this person is monitoring my training and my progress when I have my coach, and I would actually like to talk to my sponsors and support crew about how they're going to support me and how we're going to work together as a team in this race. But at the same time, I completely understand where this person was coming from because they're coming from, you know, this business point of view, and it is a big investment they would be making. So I guess he wanted certainty that I can finish this race, and he has his own expectations and numbers for what a successful training would look like, if that makes sense. So we were still kind of in conversation. So then I had this other brand who I might potentially have some sponsorship from. Yeah, and then I took you shopping, we bought some stuff, and I've been creating content, you know, wearing their things and, you know, doing my part. But I had this one day, I just freaked out. The date for the race is getting closer and I don't know how I'm going to make this. Financially, I can't afford to do it on my own. I also know myself, like if I want something, I will do whatever it takes. Like I will borrow money from the bank. I will get credit. Like I will do whatever it takes to do that race or to do the thing. And I've done this many times in my life, if I'm being honest. So there's this like grown up, matured part of me that has learned from these lessons. And I just had to think to myself, like, is this something that I should keep pushing for? Or is it my ego that's getting in the way? And is it something that I could wait? You know, is it something that I could start saving now and potentially do next year? So I had this one day when I was back home and I was freaking out and I just needed some answers. So I was in my room. I was just sitting there like crying and I was like, universe, can you just give me a sign? I just need a sign. I just need a sign so I know that this is what I'm supposed to do now. And if it's not, then I will accept it. But I just need a sign. Yeah, I just want to know that I'm moving in the right direction. I'm not even kidding you. The next morning, I woke up. Firstly, I got a message from the second brand, not about the sponsorship, but I got invited to an influencer event, which, you know, would be extra work. So I was like, is this a sign? And then I went to the gym to do my training and I got a message from one of the ultramarathon supporters, just checking in. He asked me how I was doing and I wrote back saying, I'm not good, I'm freaking out. And he was like, are you free to have a call? And so this guy calls me. I just tell him all my worries. And then he starts telling me about this girl, Lucy. And I've mentioned this girl in one of my previous videos because she messaged me a few weeks ago telling me about her team. And I thought she was inviting me to join her relay team. And I wrote back saying, I'm not ready to give up running alone, but thank you. And I would still love to have a chat with you because she's run this race twice alone. So talking to this ultramarathon supporter who's telling me about Lucy and her team, I realized I've misunderstood the whole thing. So basically this girl, Lucy, she has run this specific ultramarathon twice. I think she even holds the record, and she received a grant from the ultramarathon organization and created a team called Team Solo to support women to run the race solo, but we would do it together. This is freaking best case scenario. Basically, the 6 days of the race would be covered. So she's organized the route, she's organized the RV, she's organized the supporters, like the driver and pacers. Like she's basically organized the whole logistics, which makes no sense to me. This is not my strong suit. I'm good at showing up and doing it. I cannot organize anything. And I would be running with 5 other women. I think most of them are first timers. And then I would have the support. And I'd also be running with 5 other women. You can run alone if you want to. You can run together if you want to. But this just sounds so much fun. This ultramarathon supporter, he's telling me about Team Solo. I'm like, oh my God, this is the sign and it's happening. And actually the following day, I had a call booked with Lucy.
In the first speed project that I did, there was only 2 women. In Atacama, there was only 2 women.
Yeah.
Last year, like 6 women, but not a lot. And I have run a good number of ultras, and it's usually like 20%, 10% of the field is women. And so I think I was just really excited about the whole concept and was like, I don't know what I can do, but I reached out to them and I was like, you know, I'm going to put in my name. I'm going to just know I'm willing to help. I don't know what it's going to look like. And so they basically pitched me on the Team Solo idea and asked if I wanted to be involved. And I was like, this is perfect. This is a different way of being involved than I've ever been involved before. I love planning and logistics, and like, I feel really good about doing it. And so I basically committed to guiding the team and getting together the crew and planning and all of that. We have 3 people who have never run it before. And then we have me and Ymir. And so that's 5. If you were to join, you would be 6. And then right now we have a driver and 2 other crew members. And I think we are looking for 1 more. The plan would be that we sort of each cover the whole distance ourselves.
Yeah.
That there is both the benefit of like getting to experience the solo journey. So if you're like, I want to run by myself for part of every day or the whole day, like that's fine. If you're like, I want to share this as a community, I want to run every step next to someone else and I'm willing to like match pace with them, great. Sort of choose your own adventure. We've agreed on mileage every day and to follow the same sort of route. And so it's like 65 miles, then 55 miles, then it's mapped out. So it gets less every day.
Yeah.
The RV goes ahead maybe 20 miles and then there's a car that's bopping around and checking on us.
Yeah.
You get to the RV at 20 miles. You get restocked with whatever you might need. Maybe you take a little rest, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
And then it goes ahead after everyone's gotten there to the very end and waits there for the night. And I think what I'm hoping is that the experience feels like extremely communal. And even if you're running solo, you're like sharing breakfast or dinner or like moments with people.
Yeah.
And we get to have this like really powerful communal experience while also accomplishing this really powerful goal.
Yeah.
as individuals.
Yeah.
We honestly were sort of like, we're set. And then you sent the message about the brand and how you were experiencing it. And the people in the group were like, should we reach out to her and make sure she like is okay? And like, see if she wants to join us.
Oh my God.
And so I share that so you know, like, there's no pressure to join. And if you're feeling like this is what you're called to do and you need extra support, like, I think we can definitely make it work to have you join along.
I would actually love to join Team Solo if you will have me.
Okay. Yeah, I'm excited about this. I think that like your energy is really good, and I think it's really cool to hear sort of your experience. And I hate that you had that sort of like negative, doubtful experience with the brand. And I hope that like we can invite you into this team that's filled with like acknowledging that it's reasonable to have doubts. This is a really scary thing, but also believing in each other and helping everyone believe in themselves, because that really matters in doing this.
Yeah. And I'm in Team fucking Solo, and it's happening. It's so crazy. I mean, what's crazy is, one, I got my sign. Two, like, this is just the best case scenario. Like, crazy. Ask and you shall receive. So that is the big update. The race is happening. And you know, like deep down in my gut, I knew this was my race. I knew it wasn't my ego, and I knew this was something that I was supposed to be doing. So everything in the 6 days is covered, and I would just need to cover the flights the days before the race and a few days after the race, which is totally manageable. And I still have high hopes that the sponsorship from this other brand will come through. But if not, I've also actually been getting some pretty cool job opportunities. So it's all things that are helping me get there. Everything happens for a reason. If I zoom out and think about it, because the day that I got a confirmation email about this ultramarathon, I also got a DM from this first brand, and I just told them that, oh my God, I've been accepted to this crazy race. And they were like, wow, we were just talking about how we wanted to support a female runner. Maybe it's you. And so like this conversation had started, you know, and I kind of, at that time, like I took it as a sign of like, okay, this is my race. I need to do this. And then I just started training and trying to figure things out along the way. And even though it didn't work out with the first brand, their message and like potential support in the beginning still gave me so much confidence and courage to like jump and say yes to this race. So I am getting ready to go to an event now. I have to change my socks because they have a hole in them, and that's embarrassing. But it's a bit silly because it's rest day, and the event that I got invited to, it's a Legree class, and Legree is freaking hard. Like, I'm not going to be able to do it because that will just be way too intense for my body. So I'm going to go because I want to show up, because I got invited and I already said that I would go. And I'm just going to talk to the instructor and say, look, like, I'm really sorry, but I'm going to be there doing the bare minimum. It's so cold. I want to go for a Pilates girl look. So I'm wearing this brown Lululemon set, and I think I'm going to go with this Define jacket and be a Pilates girl. I actually think I'm going to wear pants on top because it is cold. This is really bad, but I'm trying really hard to stay up till like 9, but I really feel by 4 p.m. I'm crashing. So I need a bit of a caffeine hit. So I'm gonna get on the energy drinks on the way. I was gonna tell you about my check-in session with my coach. She was so impressed with the progress that I'm making. I'm also impressed too. Like, I have no pain. Remember I was struggling with shin splints? I don't even feel them. I mean, like, yeah, when I press it, it's like 2 out of 10, but just generally walking, running, I don't feel it. So this is amazing. I just have slight pain on my hip, but this is definitely because of the plane, because I think I slept on it. I just really need to give my body time to recover. And yeah, pushing hard at this Legree class is not the answer. I'm not sure if you saw in any of my vlogs, I was eating these like pre-cooked meals from Every Foods. So that's the brand that invited me to this Pilates event. Oh, it's not Pilates, it's Ligri. Oh, thank you so much.
We're almost through it. So fast forward, hold it there. Find your hold. And now can you...
So I told the instructor that today is actually my rest day, so she knows that I'm gonna just be here in the corner doing the bare minimum, so I don't feel so bad.
There you go. Squeeze. We're on the back platform in that to finish. Left hand with those tiny little toes.
I am leaving with a bag of goodies. You know how like in a yoga class you can kind of get away with just doing 10%? In a Ligri class you can't. I am so tired though, like the jet lag is hitting. I am just feeling delusional. So I'm actually really happy because inside my goodie bag there are two bags of the every meal. So I know it's gonna take me like 10 minutes to make dinner tonight, which is super convenient. And then yeah, I'm trying really hard to stay up till at least 9 to try and get my rhythm back. But let's see how long I last. Oh my god, I had that Red Bull and it has like no effect. It is almost 6 a.m. I've been up since 4 a.m. and I'm just getting ready because there is a gym that opens at 6:30. So I'm like, well, I might as well go and get my workout done. And maybe I'm just part of the 5 a.m. club now. So I'm going to the gym. I have a interval session on the treadmill. It's pretty intense. It's like 3 kilometers warm up and then 15 minutes at a threshold pace and then 5 minutes easy. And then it's 4, 3, 2, 1 minute fast with 1 minute breaks in between, and then 3 kilometer cool down. I feel really energized and inspired and like more grounded within myself after spending time with my family, and yeah, just feeling much better mentally than where I was before I went back home. But then like you come back to familiar surroundings and yeah, like the same old things start to trigger you. And I feel really proud of how I'm managing these things. So that's a win. See you at the gym. I actually woke up super sore from my workout yesterday, and I was a bit worried about the workout today. It seemed like a really intense interval session, which it was, but I did it and it was fine. Yeah, it's really crazy to see the progress that I'm making. This is literally my life these days. I'm just training and then I come home. I'm like trying to take more time to make good meals for myself, which, you know, in itself is quite time consuming. And then I work and then I go to sleep at like 9. And this is it all over again. Although this evening I am going to a friend's house to have dinner and watch Singles Inferno. Who's been watching Singles Inferno? I was really into the first 2 seasons. Yeah, because I watched it with my friend who is not Korean. You know, I'm Korean, but I didn't grow up in Korea. I grew up in New Zealand. I always find these like Korean reality shows super interesting because I like watching how they interact and how they present themselves. And anyway, my friends are already up to the latest episode, which is episode 4. So we're going to watch, I think episode 5 was released yesterday and today's episode 6. I think that's how it works. So I had to catch up. So the last 2 days I've been watching this show. Like I just say, it wasn't as good as the last few seasons. Like I wasn't as into it. You know, sometimes it's good to watch a little trash TV. But yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to hanging out, having a little girls' night, eating together, and catching up. I've been having some really weird food cravings lately. I'm just eating like baguettes with, I made this, I just put like olive oil and salt, and I've just been eating that. That's what I had for breakfast this morning at 4 a.m. Also, my mom packed these instant coffee mixes, the Korean ones. Oh my god, if you haven't tried it, you have to taste it. But I'm also really into these. It's probably not very good for you. So I'm gonna tidy up, have a shower, start my work day, and I will see you soon. Good morning. It's the next day. Take my supplements. I had quite a late night. I went to my friend's house and we ordered food and watched Singles Inferno. It's getting spicy. It's so much more fun watching trashy TV with friends. But no, it's actually really, really fun. And I think I went to bed around midnight. And now it is 6 a.m. And I have quite a busy day today, but lots of fun things. So this morning I'm going to an event organized by Zalando Nike. Because there's like it's like the Australian Open. It's something tennis related. And unfortunately the outfit that they sent me didn't arrive, and well, no, it arrived, it says it's delivered, but I don't know where it is. So I was like messaging in our neighborhood WhatsApp chat, does anyone have my package? Nothing. So yeah, I mean, luckily I have my own Nike stuff so I can wear something, but I wanted to wear something new. Anyway, so I'm going to this event. It's going to be super cute, super fun. It's to celebrate the Nike Icon bra. So we'll watch tennis, we'll have a bit of a fitting. There's going to be brunch. I'll make some content. It's going to be nice. I think it finishes around 1:30. Now I have to come back home, train. I have to go to the gym. It'll be another 45 minutes of running on the treadmill, 60 minutes bike, and then strength. And tomorrow is rest day. Oh my god, it's rest day. I need a rest. I'm so excited. And then after the gym, I'll come home, shower, get ready. My friend is having a vernissage, so I'm gonna go for a bit to support, and also because I want to have his paintings in my place, you know, to make my place look a bit more interesting. So that's gonna be cute. Also, sometimes I feel like this is the way my life should be, you know, like I should have all of these activities going on all the time, but also that's like not realistic and sustainable, and it's also not a measure of success. I actually feel like this week has been quite a balanced week for me. You know, I had the few days where, yeah, I was just really focused on training and my work and getting back into my own rhythm. And then I had, one day where I spent it with my friends, and today is another special day where I have a lot of different activities. Tomorrow is rest day, and yeah, then we have the runs on the weekend. So now on the weekends I'm doing multiple runs per day. So last weekend I did 12 kilometers in the morning, 12 kilometers in the evening, and then 8 kilometers in the morning, 8 kilometers in the evening. This weekend I'll do 15, 15, 12, 12, and this is to train my body to recover quickly in between the runs. And also there's actually no point in me doing these long distances and wearing my body out. So the strategy that I have with my coach is that I'm training my body to be able to handle the stress, the impact, and also to just really train it to recover quickly, which is why we're splitting up the long runs. And I feel really confident with it.
당신의 향기를 사랑합니다. 맥심.
I am ready. This is what I'm wearing. I also packed some orange shorts because I think we're gonna play some games or something. I need more color in my life. And it's all natural materials. I'm drunk after one drink. It is rest day. Rest day. I'm just making some eggs. I have decided that I want to just make it a really nice, slow and wholesome day for myself. So I want to make some eggs, and then I think I want to take myself out for a little matcha date. And I actually have a lot of calls today, and then I need to go see my coach because I'm helping her with the social media. I want to clean up the space because another really exciting thing is so I went to my friend's vernissage yesterday, and I'm going to have 1 or 2 of his paintings in my apartment. So nice. So let me know in the comments which ones you like and which ones you feel like, because the squiggles, they're like thought patterns. So which thought pattern you feel like is the most me. It's such a beautiful day. Look at this. So I'm on my way to help my running coach with her social media, because that is one of the ways that I'm actually able to afford to work with her, because it is really expensive to have your own private coach. I'm really, really grateful because she was super keen and interested to help me out, but obviously, this is her way of making a living. And so we found a way that worked for me financially, also for her financially. Plus, I am able to use my skills and help her, gain more online presence so that she can educate more people out there. I have been thinking about this Danish. It's like a bacon and egg Danish. So good.
Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Always had a way to make it work and find another route.
I'm back from my run. I was supposed to do 15 today, and I did 16.8. Overachiever here. I ran with my friend today. It was super nice, and look what I have. My new paintings. They're gonna be hanging up. We didn't have a drill today. I am really smelly, so I'm gonna take a quick shower and then make some food. I had about 4 hours of recovery, and then another friend said that she'd run 8 kilometers with me. So I've just done 5, and I'm on my way to pick her up now to do the last 8. And then we're done. And we do it all over again tomorrow. Good morning. body feels a bit stiff, but not bad. I have two 12-kilometer runs today, and I'm just getting my stuff because I'm going to my friend Sena's house. We're going to do our run together and then make tteokguk. I have a meeting at 4:30 with Team Solo. So I have a feeling that I'm going to end up running at the gym on the treadmill for the second 12 kilometers. Well, this is the book that I mentioned the other day. It's called The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. So cute, no? Oh. I actually follow this guy on Instagram, but my auntie gave me this as a gift when I left New Zealand. So, I mean, it's very easy to read, and it's kind of been like my comfort book the last days. Look at your long hair. I am done with training for the week. Oh my goodness, the last 5 kilometers just felt like death because I got so hungry and I didn't take any snacks. But I pushed through. I did the freaking 12 kilometers and then I went and I just got a burger and fries and just sat there. And now I just came home and I just got really emotional because I feel so proud of myself that I'm getting it done. And I really feel the progress lately, just in the way that my body is recovering and yeah, just how strong I feel. So I am tired. And I don't even know how I'm going to edit this vlog. So if you're watching to the end, thank you so much for watching and thank you so much for staying. I am playing around with doing these weekly vlogs. Anyway, I am sending you a big, big, big hug, a lot of love, and I will see you next time.